So today I'm going to be counting down the 5 best defenses in the NFL so far this season. Just a little bit on my methodology. I went through 12 categories I thought were most important. You can see them on the screen here. And the same 7 teams kept popping up over and over again, and I whittled those down to 5. With that being said, let's start with our 2 honorable mention teams. It was really hard to leave these 2 out of the top 5. The Texans actually have the 5th best EPA per play on defense, and they have the 2nd most takeaways, but still they just did not fill in enough categories to be in the top 5. And then you have the LA Chargers, who have allowed the fewest points per game and the least touchdowns. Still, I like my number 5 pick a little bit more than the Chargers because the Chargers were 7th in EPA per play. I have the Detroit Lions. Like I said, it was a razor-thin margin here, but I had to give this one to the Lions. Their secondary has been their strongest unit on defense so far, with guys like Brian Branch, Kirby Joseph, Teron Arnold, and veteran Carlton Davis. They have had some injuries. They withstood the injury to Aiden Hutchinson, and Alex Anzalone just got hurt. He's out for 6 to 8 weeks. We'll see how they hold up, but for now, I think they've earned number 5 on this list. I'm going to go with the Steelers here at number 4. They've had one of the best run defenses in the NFL, and of course, they're always going to have a formidable pass rush with TJ Watt. They've gotten contributions across the board at each level, with Patrick Queen manning the middle. You got Minkah Fitzpatrick, Joey Porter Jr., and rookie Beanie Bishop Jr. in the secondary, along with Dante Jackson and Deshaun Elliott. I think the Steelers have been a top 5 defense, and they will continue to be one. When you think of the Steelers, defense is their identity, and that's no different this year. We have the other Pennsylvania team, the Philadelphia Eagles, here at number 3. The Eagles have been solid across the board this season. Newcomers like rookie Quinyon Mitchell and veteran linebacker Zach Bond have really anchored this defense. Reed Blankenship and Jalen Carter have also been key contributors, with Josh Sweat leading the team in sacks with 6. At number 2, I have the Denver Broncos. The Broncos are 3rd in EPA per play, 3rd in points allowed, but their pass rush and their pressure rate is so good. You got to go with Denver at number 2. They have the least yards per play allowed and the best EPA in the 4th quarter. That means they hunker down when they need to. Nick Bonito, Zach Allen, and Jonathan Cooper, that trio of pass rushers has just been in every quarterback's face that they've played. Then you have the secondary led by Pat Surtain II, who has allowed a quarterback rating of 50 with 3 interceptions. Brandon Jones is also a key contributor. And at number 1, we have the team that has been the most consistent on defense all season, led by Brian Flores. You got the Minnesota Vikings. In its every phase, you have guys like Jonathan Grenard and Andrew Van Ginkel just flying to the ball in the 2nd level. Then you have a secondary of Byron Murphy and Cameron Bynum. Stephon Gilmore and Harrison Smith are the veterans there. Then you have a jack-of-all-trades type with Josh Metellus, who can line up anywhere on the field and do everything for this defense. The Vikings are good at every phase, and they are clearly the best defense up to this point in the season.